Hello friends. Now in this session, we are going to discuss about the ergonomics under industrial hygiene and occupational health. So we have already talked about various topics related to the industrial hygiene and occupational health. Nowadays, it is one of the important topic that is called as ergonomics, especially in the COVID-19 situation, and we are working from home. That is why also the importance is increased. So what exactly the ergonomic is? So let us discuss. Ergonomics term is actually from two words, that is ergo and nomos. So that is the Greek word. So ergo meaning work and strength, and nomos means rule or law. So the rule which is related to the work, which is related to the strength, is called as ergonomics. So it simply means the fitting the job to the worker and not the worker to the job. So we have to focus on the job. We have to design the job from the worker's point of view so that that worker feel the comfortable while working, and then only his or her efficiency is going to increase. Obviously, the productivity is also going to increase. So fitting the job to the worker is the main focus of this ergonomics. The objective is to achieve the best mutual adjustment of man and his work to improve his convenience, efficiency, and well-being. Means suppose you are going to operate a computer for 7 to 8 hours. So from that point of view, we have to think about your sitting arrangement. We have to think about your posture, gesture, the height of the monitor, the light, the noise, the environment or the ambience in that working area, etc. So whenever you feel comfort, whenever you feel energetic, whenever you feel fresh, then you can go for the longer duration for the same work. Otherwise, there may be a fatigue, there may be a decrease in efficiency of work, or there may be some musculoskeletal disorder, etc. So that is the main purpose of this ergonomics. So ergonomic approach includes designing of machines, tools, control, equipment, procedures, or layout or housekeeping. So whatever the machine tools or the equipment and process are involved in your industry, depending on the nature of industry, depending on the nature of process, depending on the nature of equipments which are involved in your industry, we have to think accordingly. But we have to increase the efficiency of both. That is the main objective. Both means the man and machine. So we have to increase the efficiency of person. We have to increase the efficiency of machine. So that is the main approach of the ergonomics. The various applications are involved related to this ergonomics, and the main benefit of this application of this ergonomic is it reduces the accidents and improve the health and efficiency. So one of the main target of any company is to reduce the accident or the zero accident. So from that point of view also, the ergonomic is beneficial. It is also defined as the study of human characteristics for the appropriate design of the living and work environment. So if you want to achieve the comfortable working environment, if you want to achieve the comfortability from the psychological point of view also, as well as from the physiological point of view, then we have to study the human characteristics, because some persons are less in height, some persons are more in height, some persons are heavy, that is more in higher, having the higher weights, and some are having the less weight, that is underweight. So depending on the characteristics of the human beings, we have to design that work environment, we have to design that particular machinery, we have to design that workstation. So there are variety of concepts involved under this ergonomic is. The main aim of this ergonomic is comfortability and efficiency. So we have to work in that workplace with comfortable and with high efficiency. So that is the main aim of this ergonomics is. So it includes effective work without detrimental health effects and minimization of risk to the operator and others. So we are going to reduce the risk also. We are going to reduce the adverse health effects. We are going to increase the efficiency. We are going to increase the comfortability or the comfortable zone in that work environment. And in this way, we can achieve the aim of this ergonomics. So the working conditions, plant, infrastructure should be so designed that they are best fitting to the workers. Means whatever the work is allocated to that person, that should be easily done by that person within that time and with great efficiency and with higher productivity. So that depends on the working conditions. The purpose is not to fit a worker to any awkward or unsafe, unhealthy, uncomfortable work. Because before allotting the work, we have to think about the work, we have to think about that person's characteristics and person's capability, and then anthropometry, that is biomechanics study, and then we have to give that particular work to that person only. But the purpose is to design or provide the work and working condition comfortable to the workers. So to minimize the human errors, to minimize the various mistakes, to minimize the risk, etc., we have to go for this ergonomic study. So we are going to minimize the use of energy and materials also. So we are going to minimize the waste, or we can reduce the quantity of that waste which can be produced in the routine process. So we have to study from the ergonomical point of view, and the benefit may be the minimization in the material, minimization in energy, minimization in the risk, minimization in the mistakes or error, and we can go for the comfortable atmosphere and we can increase the efficiency. So that is the main aim of this ergonomic is. What is the scope? The approach includes design of machines, tools, control, equipment, process, layout, housekeeping, etc. So we have to think about the different equipment, different element in the industry. So sometimes it happens that the machinery is heavy, the machinery is old one, or the machinery is designed in such a way that the person is not feeling comfortable while operating that machines. So we have to design the machine from the comfortable way. Sometimes some tools, if you are using for the continuous period, then due to these tools, you may not feel comfortable or you may feel the fatigue in that work. So we have to design that particular tool from the feedback of the persons. So likewise, we can change or modify the different equipments, or sometimes we have to modify the process or the process steps also. So from that point of view, we have to modify, we have to improve the different designs of these various elements in the industry. So we have to increase the efficiency of man-made machines. So this is the concept that is called as man-machine. So what is man-machine system? It means the man and his machine have a reciprocal relationship. So we have to operate the machines, we have to start the machine, we have to stop the machines, we have to modify the machine, we have to repair the machine, we have to monitor the machines, we have to maintain the machines, etc. So we are always in touch with the machines. So in the conventional machines, we have to use various operations and we have to maintain the machinery and their parts on a continuous basis or frequently basis. But nowadays, we are very less machineries are there where you have to maintain that machinery on a frequently basis. So nowadays, the life of that machineries, the technology in that machineries are sophisticated one. Some machineries are having a digital platform, the touch screen, etc. And from that point of view, the machineries can be handled in a simple way. But that is the latest technology which can be involved in the newer industries or in some of the department or the compartment of some of the industries. So that depends on the management perspective that we have to go for the latest technology for having the comfortable zone, having the great productivity, having the increase in the efficiency percentage, etc. So this is the man-machine system. This is environment system. So man is always touch with the machines in the industries, and then that overlap of this man and machine. So that study is ergonomics. Now, the surrounding of that man and machine is nothing but the work environment. So that environment should be in a such a way that the persons are feeling comfortable while doing the work on the machineries, while working, while repairing, while maintaining, or while feeding some of the raw materials to the machineries, etc. So there are various operations which are involved under these industries where these man and machines are in touch. But the working environment should be comfortable, that should be energetic one, and that depends on the factors like climate, lighting, and noise. So if the illumination level, that is the light level, is very good, then obviously it affects on our health as well as it affects on our psychology. So if the natural light or the sunlight is available, then well and good. If it is not available, then we have to check the artificial light at a particular level. So we can refer the IS standards for the illumination requirement or the lux requirement in that particular area. And for the comfortable zone, we have to provide that illumination or lighting systems. In a similar way, we have to also observe or monitor the noise level or the sound level. So if the noise is there, it means the exceeds of sound. Generally, if it is 85 decibels plus, then we are not feel comfortable. So we are always disturbed due to this excessive noise or excessive sound. And that is why we have to also take care about this noise. So we have to take care about the noise absorbing devices, or if you are in a working environment where wooden parts are there or the furniture is there, then obviously this sound is getting absorbed by this furniture or office work. But if you are working in the compressor room, if you are working in the blower room or the fan room, etc., or some punching machines or some operations are going on where the noise is always there, then we have to adopt the personal protective equipment. Then and then only you can feel the comfortable and you can work with the great efficiency and with good productivity. The surrounding atmosphere, like the freshness in the air, so there should not be any pollutants in that area. Then the comfortable temperature zone, normally 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. Likewise, we have to check these different elements. So environment system in the ergonomic is as the dynamic impact of the workstation environment on the health, convenience, and the productivity of human workers. So for that purpose, we have to check the temperature, humidity, lights, and noise level. Then what are the constituents of this ergonomic is? So main factors are the human factors. And then we can discuss about the other factors like biotechnological, biomechanics, etc. So human factors was the old discipline concerned with the how human reacts with the other work or their work task and the environment, aiming to make the relationship safer, healthier, and more efficient. So the main objective is to have the safe operations, to have the safe environment, the healthy environment, and from that point of view, we can increase the efficiency. So previously, normally, the human engineer or the engineering psychologist is the terminology which is used for from this ergonomic point of view. But nowadays, it is an ergonomist, and it is oriented from the Great Britain. So what is the role of this ergonomist is? So they are going to bother about the different factors. So that factors may be a physiological factor, that may be a psychological factor. So from this ergonomist definition, the different constituents of ergonomic is anatomy, which involves the anthropometry or biomechanics. So anatomy means it is related to our body. That is human factor, that is physiological factor. Anthropometry means what? It is related to the dimensions of our body parts. So we have to measure the finger length and the diameter, the elbow, then shoulder, then height, the body mass index, etc. And biomechanics is the branch which studies the bio and mechanics, means the body part which is moving. So that is biomechanics. Then another element is industrial hygiene. So we already discussed about this industrial hygiene. Then psychology. So in this psychology, we have to check the human performance theory, then learning theory, then different types of trainings, skill theory, some organizational theory, which also includes the work design, system design, and the management. So from the psychological point of view, that we should feel comfortable, and from that point of view, we have to design the workstation. We have to go for the different types of trainings. So how to control some of the issues, have a patience, or in some of the cases, if the temperature is increased, if the noise is increased, then how to reduce that stress or the strain which is involved in that process or in that work. All these things are related to the psychology. Then under the physiological, that work physiology and environment physiology. So this is another parameter from the anatomy. So anatomy is different one, and now it is work and environment physiology. So we have to take care about the work environment or the ambience, and we have to take care about the air pollutions, or we have to take care about the fresh air, the temperature, the humidity, etc. Then the another element is engineering. So we have to go for the safety aspects in the engineering. That is the work in engineering, then bioengineering, system engineering, mechanical or the industrial engineering, then some CAD softwares. Nowadays, we are using the sophisticated softwares like DCS, SCADA, ChemCAD, etc. Then military engineering. So these are the various engineering branches and the aspects which we have to consider in the ergonomic design. So this is about the constituents of ergonomics.